up, Ninja Online guys? Welcome back to Dishonored 2. We last did mission 4, which was the Clockwork Mansion. It didn't go as great as the other missions went, mainly because of those robots there, but we still managed to get through it. Our overall chaos level is still low. I'm just going to recap everything that basically went on the last mission, and then we'll go on there. So it took us about 2 hours, 8 minutes. We ended up killing 5 people, the people that were protecting the ruin in the lower district. There's about 5 of them. That's the ones we killed. Detected a bunch of times, specifically when we were in the mansion. So that's how it kind of played out. I like this morality compass, by the way. Well, I wouldn't say it was a morality compass, but you know what I mean. We managed to get most of all the things, actually. I skipped a black bone charm. I didn't bother wasting any more time looking for it. We did good on coin collection. Everything else was pretty good too. We only had one special action, so we're about to continue on. We should be at the Dreadful Whale, that's what it is. Mission 5, another strange visit. You awakened with a strange feeling. Alright, we got this.
Again, but it feels different.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
You'll know most of this stuff if you've seen me do, or if you've just seen simply, or heard of any of the lore from... Specifically, it was the Brigmore Witches DLC, because that's a lot of it was covered there.
I told you when you're older. How's next year?
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
This is, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Up the path we go.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't forget.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessamine, what is your account of that?
It was her. Delilah's light. She broke it.
The plot thickens. I knew half the story. I didn't know this side about Jessamine.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bed sheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the Outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination?
Meet with Megan Foster and Anton Sokolov to discuss the next steps in your effort to take down Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos.
"15 years ago, the Loyalist conspiracy asked me to kidnap Anton Sokolov, and I did. I took him from his home to the pub we were hiding in, and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? He laughed at us. He told dirty stories, taught Emily more than her governess could in 6 months. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him. Groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I'm not even sure he knows where he is."
We awaken yet again.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
Of course not. She's driving all of this.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
I know I've read that before. Thank you from Megan. I don't know if you guys been noticing, but we have been collecting like trophies, I guess you'd say. The hat, the head of one of those robots, the needle there, picture of Sokolov. I don't know if the muse is, but probably. I'll let you guys read this, and then we'll go on from there. Where was I? We've already seen all these. I'm just gonna clear them out of our little log here. Bone charm should be good. Don't have any runes right now. I need another 2 so I can get a master crafting. No note for us this time.
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Lucia Pastor, eh?
Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for helping Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.
Karnaka's key leaders are flawed for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I'll do what I can, Alexandria.
Alright. Before I go on there, I'm gonna check out these other places. Everything's different down here. Doesn't look like it. I'll definitely take these though. I don't know if that's always been there, but hey. I just checked it now. Nothing over here.
I searched for you, Anton. I would have found you.
I knew you'd try and make it. They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now. I'm glad.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous. As obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
We'll meet her at the skiff in a second. That door's still locked. To the markets. God knows what she's working on.
Jindosh won't be making his army of clockwork soldiers. Shuttered to the public. Wonder what's going on inside the Royal Conservatory. The Duke's incompetence, or something more suspicious? The closest path to the Royal Conservatory should be through Syria Gardens.
Alrighty.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Okay.
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened.
Well, you know me.
Jessamine's face has never faded from my memory. Could Delilah truly be her sister?
They painted that from memory, which is a tricky thing.
but I must admit to seeing some of the old Emperor's features in her face. It was long ago when I took Delilah in, whipped then, angry and brilliant. But her obsession with the occult and the Caldwin family took her out of my circles.
Delilah's paintings are chaotic, but she sculpts much better than you, Anton.
You knew Delilah? When were you going to tell me?
Oh shit, I know who this
When you needed
is.
to know. My past is none of your business, Royal Protector.
Another lifetime. We all came to Karnaca for our own reasons, Corvo. Megan had hers too. I'm sure you understand the need for secrets.
I'm gonna continue to look around, finish my search to see if there's anything I can loot. See if they finally put anything back here. Oh, still nothing. Interesting. We've seen chapter 16 a bunch. I believe we've already seen 14, and I think I was right. 15 we've seen. Alright. I'm gonna search top side, and then we'll be on our way to the next mission. Did I search? I didn't search the kitchen yet. Not like there was much to find in there. There's absolutely nothing. I'm just gonna check all the usual spots. Well, I don't see nothing, so let's let's start the mission. We'll go from there.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Mission 5, the Royal Conservatory. While held captive, Anton Sokolov learned the identity of one of Delilah's chief allies, Brianna Ashworth, an architect of the coup that took the throne in Dunwall. Ashworth is powerful and full of secrets. She is building a mysterious device for Delilah. Brianna must be eliminated. Alrighty. We got her information.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me, Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Alright. Find out what Vice Overseer Byrne knows. I'm gonna do that. There's a fair bit of shit. Wow. 1 shrine, 1, 2, 3, 4 runes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whatchamacallums. 7 whatchamacallums. 7 bone charms. I don't know why it always escapes my mind.
Why does she want that apartment? Dust everywhere, no matter what you do.
I had to feel out and see if these guys were hostile or not. It's kind of hard to tell.
We used to make good money here, until all the Grand Guard shakedowns.
Nothing over here. We'll go for this rune first.
If I can just make it through this shift, then I can go and have a mug of something at the pub and feel a little like myself again.
Today's your lucky day, madam. It's the day you get to meet Pirate Betty in person. Time to pay the price if you want to live.
Oh no, please! I have nothing. I'm just a poor maid.
I see you've heard the stories about Pirate Betty.
Welcome. Obviously, you are someone with refined tastes. Welcome to my shop.
Want that
Say,
rune.
an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
Now think about it.
See anything you like?
I do actually. Just search last known
What a
location.
pleasant surprise to see you again. I look forward to the day when I can reopen my gallery.
This.
An excellent choice.
Okay, that.
No need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
Let's see the gear you have.
This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
I wouldn't mind those, just in case I do need to, I always forget I can't click that. Just in case I do need to, kill more people.
The district is so quiet since the...
I'll get
I'm
that.
certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
It's pretty much all I want for upgrades.
It was a pleasure to serve you. Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you.
Sweating up a storm here. I could really use a mug of something cool.
Howler.
What a pleasant surprise to see you again. Bloodflies are worse here than any district in Kanaka. And it used to be such a prosperous district, too.
Coming with me. Drop this person off.
Welcome back. Please, take your time.
Shit, what was that?
Just like that. We'll do this real stealth-like. We'll hide the body over here too. Alright. I don't see anyone yet. That doesn't discourage me from trying to be loud and people being in here. So I reckon there's at least one person in here. Or something in here, nonetheless. I think this is where the safe is. Ah, I gotcha. So guard in the next balcony over. A lot of the same newspapers. I seen that fan out of the corner of my screen. I thought it was a person at first.
This shirt reeks. I gotta get a spare uniform. Huh? I always get these shifts. I bet a week's wages this is the worst assignment.
Had this body somewhere.
Someone was here a second ago.
Make sure I know what these guys are up to. Just like that.
Oh, if only something would happen around here.
The guy at the balcony still doesn't know what's going on.
Just
great.